It is February. We are spicing things up. It is the month of love.
Yes, yes. Valentine's Day is coming up soon.
Yes.
So we want to talk about sex.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the most perfect time of year to be having this discussion.
Such a necessary conversation. I don't think we talk about it enough openly. So let's just have like a really good, honest conversation about it and get it all out there.
Yes, right? We're going to kind of get to the meat as quickly as we possibly can on this. Now, obviously, sex is controversial for sure. I mean, it's a difficult topic to talk about for a lot of people, a lot of females, right? And so as we started talking about sex and sexual roadblocks and what we really wanted to discuss on the topic, we really were chunking down to the root issues, the root roadblocks when it comes to sex. And really what it boils down to is communication and being honest with yourself and your partner.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree.
Right?
Yeah. And we make a lot of excuses.
Yes. Yes. We are very good as a human species in general, making excuses for things, but this in particular. So let's talk about, this isn't two-sided, right? But we do like to focus on females specifically. So,
and taking accountability for ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
where
the honesty piece comes in. How honest are you, not only with yourself, but with your partner when it comes to sex?
So let's talk about some of the excuses. Some of those that I can think of right off the top of my head. I'm tired, right? I feel like that's number one.
Yeah.
I feel like the go-to is like I have a headache for some reason. I've never used that excuse, but it is like,
okay, I don't feel well.
Yeah, I don't feel good.
Yeah, I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a headache. I'm not feeling well. I'm too tired.
And then I'm not feeling confident in my body and how I look.
Right.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, so typically that's after you chunk down, right? All of these excuses really come from a root cause. Okay. So let's just say I'm too tired. Okay. Well, that's an excuse for something. So why are you too tired, honey?
I've been dealing with kids all day. I'm exhausted.
Exactly. So now that opens up the opportunity for the partner to say, well, what can I do to help you not feel as tired? Right? Let me help with the kids. Let me wake up. Let me give you some help in the household. Right? And so we can kind of get down to the root cause of being tired as an excuse.
And I feel like I'll disagree like a little bit.
Okay.
I just turned 40 a year ago. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling like at 9 o'clock hits, I want to go to sleep, right? And I know it's all the hormonal changes. There can be like a scientific side to that. So what I have had to do is you've got to switch the time up. 9 o'clock might not be the best time for sex.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So
exactly.
I think it's taking that excuse
Sure.
and creating a solution for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's talk about not feeling confident, not looking and feeling your best. Like we have both had babies. Your body goes through some significant changes.
Right.
Where you might not be comfortable naked.
Absolutely. Right.
How have you overcome that?
So typically, though, females, when they turn down their man in the bedroom and they use the excuse, I don't feel well, I'm too tired, I have to wake up early. Possibly she's using those excuses because she doesn't feel confident, right? And so instead of saying, honey, I just don't feel sexy or I'm not feeling confident in my skin, she's using other excuses. So that's why communication in sex is so important, right? Honest. communication is so important, because it would have been easier for her to say, I just don't feel good. Like, I feel fat. I feel fat and bloated, and I just don't feel sexy right now. Right? But when we deliver that message to our spouse, he understands, okay, my woman's not feeling confident. She's feeling this way. How can I make her feel more comfortable? So we can do this, because the issue is, let's just say as a female, you're not feeling confident in your own body and you want to release the weight. The problem is, it took months or years for you to get to this place. Okay? Which means it's going to take months or years to reverse that, to get to a space where you feel confident. Well, ladies, you cannot go months or years without being intimate with your partner.
Absolutely. That is
right?
It's not healthy.
It's not healthy at all. And so you have to be honest. I can assure you, larger people enjoy sex. They're having a good time.
Yeah.
They're thriving.
Yes.
They're thriving.
Yes.
The ones that feel confident, in their own skin. So how can you communicate to your partner that you're not feeling this way? And that gives him an opportunity to help you feel safe, to help you feel, excited.
Yeah, I think
about sex.
Right. I think there's that part. Your partner definitely can help you.
Yes.
Or you can help yourself.
Yes.
Go get some sexy lingerie that you feel sexy in. Turn the lights down low. Light some candles. Right. You don't have to have the fluorescent, unattractive lighting on you, right? You can set the mood and put yourself in a place where you feel confident.
Okay, I mean, get real. How many of us always want it pitch black when we have sex?
I don't like it pitch black, but I like some mood lighting.
Okay, but a lot of people, if we're being honest, they want all the lights off.
Women.
They don't want the man to see anything.
Yes.
Don't look at me. Like, let's get this done so you don't look at me. And then don't.
Yes.
Right?
And I don't think men care. I think they're just ready to go. And it's our own insecurities that put that belief system that, the man has this expectation that I've got to look
a certain way
and look perfect.
Right.
I don't think they care.
They literally don't care.
Yeah.
And that's why we're talking about confidence.
Yeah.
Right?
You can be confident.
Yes.
And love yourself and love your body.
Yes.
And still have it be amazing.
Agreed. So, but let's be honest. And that's where I want to talk to ladies about being honest. If you're feeling, let's just call it, if you're feeling fat, be honest about where you are, and be honest and tell your spouse that you're feeling that way. And then fix it.
I know.
Do something about it. Like, if you're not feeling confident, like you're suffering too. Right?
Make the change for yourself.
Absolutely.
When your body is healthy, you have a higher libido.
Oh, you feel sexier.
You want it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But really have that talk with your spouse that I'm not feeling confident. How can we make me feel at ease, while I'm transitioning my body? And maybe that's all the lights are off. Maybe that's saying, I am feeling a little fat in my booty. Could you not grab my booty because it throws me off mentally while we're having sex?
Oh, yeah. Communication.
Oh, yeah.
Like, be an honest communication.
Well, exactly.
It's because you could be communicating and not being honest. When you're saying, I have a headache and I don't feel like it, you could be telling a little bit of a lie, right?
Yes.
You are.
Because you can always find time at least 3 days a week, or whatever you and your partner decide, right? About that. Yes. So an example, I want to give an example.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
Okay. We're not saying names okay. So in a relationship, right? Getting it on, all the things. And
are you giving us an experience?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
go. A live, real experience, right?
I want to hear it.
My partner grabbed my butt or something, and it was like in a way that it kind of threw me out of the moment. Okay. Have you ever been having sex and your partner's done something that you haven't loved? And so it's thrown you out of the moment mentally. And here's the thing though. And then you don't say anything and you let them keep doing it. And so now you're more thrown out of the moment, and then it makes it less pleasurable for you, right? So
you have to communicate your wants and your needs, and then you both have to feel safe in that.
Absolutely. So I felt safe enough to be like, hey, don't do that, right? You're throwing me off.
Stop it.
Yeah, like slap their hands. Make it funny, like stop that. I don't like that, right? Or like redirection their hand
is huge.
I like
this.
Else.
Yes.
Whatever feels right in that particular moment, right? But don't keep letting something happen that's taking you out of that special moment with your partner. Intimacy is something very special, right? We see it as something very special.
It's a connection.
Yes. And it's very, very connecting in every way, right? And so let it be that. And the more honest you are, the more it can be that for you and your partner.
But I want to hear from the viewers, like, what are your roadblocks that you're having? You know, like, what are you experiencing and what's hard for you with sex? And what are you missing in your sex life?
Yeah, absolutely. Because this is such a big topic. We'd really like your feedback. You know, why aren't you loving it?
Why are you saying you have a headache?
Yeah, why?
That's sad to me.
Yeah, right? Why are we making it? Are we feeling, I know a lot of females, especially in our culture, think it's just for procreation. And they have a negative association with intimacy and with sex and what that looks like, right?
And we've talked about this. If it was just for procreation, why do we experience pleasure? I think our bodies are amazing, and it can be an amazing, pleasurable experience, and it should be.
Yes, and it is. It is. So if we're not experiencing absolute connection and joy and pleasure and a desire, right, to want to engage with your partner in this way, it's really important to be honest with yourself and really try and get to the root cause as to why. You know, and some people who don't want it, it could be from past experiences that need to be acknowledged and worked through, because that's hurting you, right? And the joyful experience of this.
And you've got to work that out early on.
Oh, absolutely.
When you're dating.
Yes.
Especially for my kids. Like, I want them to have a clear knowledge and open communication platform where all of this is discussed.
Absolutely.
You cannot have issues going into a marriage. You don't want issues going into a marriage.
No, absolutely not.
So work them out, talk through it.
Right. So you're healthy. And I mean, how many times have you heard that everything was so amazing, it's exciting while we were dating? Like, it's hot, it's fun, it's sexy.
Hot and heavy.
And then all of a sudden we get married and then we don't want to be as intimate, right?
Yeah.
Or it goes from 3 times a week to 1 time a week and it's just not exciting anymore, right? Why does this happen?
Or nothing at all.
I know.
That blows my mind.
But it happens.
I know. I don't understand it. Or women think that it's gross. Or it's just, sex is just for the man. It's not for them. Like, that actually makes me so sad when I hear that. And I hear it.
Oh, absolutely.
Often.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And I think we're going to talk about that in another podcast.
Yeah.
Just
Knowing your body.
knowing your body.
Yeah, taking responsibility for
Yes,
your own body.
and what we can call it like sex expectations, right? We'll talk about that in another podcast.
Real quick, I want to hear your thoughts on this, but what do you think is an average amount you should be having sex per year?
Per year?
Well,
I can't
we'll break
think
it
that
down.
big. Let's go per week.
Well, I just think some people break it down in a year, 7-8 times a year, and I'm like, that's terrible.
Oh, that happens.
I know it happens.
That's insane.
Okay, so
That's awful.
let's break it down to a more healthier timeline. Let's say a week.
I wish I would have looked it up to get facts because I like facts.
It's all
I'm a woman of facts.
But it's all over the place.
Oh, is it? The facts are kind
They're-
of all over.
Yes.
I would say realistically, and this is phases of life, right? Do you have young children? Are you single? Are you married? Are you da, da, da? I'd say if you're in a relationship 3 to 4 times a week, I'd say that's
I'd say
100% realistic.
2 to 3
Okay.
times a week is
Okay.
healthy.
But that's average, so we can do 3.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
So if you're tired 7 nights a week, that's a problem.
11
I'm just saying,
o'clock.
if you're sick 7 nights a week,
Yeah, I get. Yeah,
that's
I
a
get.
problem,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If we feel too
Insecure.
insecure, right, in our bodies 7 days a week, that's a problem, right? So let's be honest with ourselves and accept our truth and communicate that to our partners, right? So we can unwind why we're making these excuses to help get us to a very healthy sexual place. Yes?
I love it.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you. Please leave your comments below. We really want to know what kind of roadblocks you're experiencing. I also want to know what kind of excuses you're making.
I want to hear all the
Right?
excuses. Leave
Yeah,
them in
like
the comments.
let's hear all the excuses.
Yep.
And then we can maybe chunk down and see why we're making those, because this should be something that is healthy and enjoyable and happy for everyone. And if we're not living in that space, let's discover why.
Yep.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Happy Valentine's Day.